Very important test. It should be incorporated in every country. Pap smear. Pap smear is the most successful screening test. It's a screening test. Female is coming to you, you want to screen for the cancer. You take a smear, send it to the pathologist. Yeah? Is it clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
Because does this pap smear, she will feel pain, or will put analgesic before?
No, it is not that. Put the analgesic. No need of it. This is a simple test. Simple test. No need of giving the analgesic. So, in the intraepithelial lesions or the intraepithelial neoplasia, you have three varieties: CIN 1, 2, and 3. It means mild dysplasia, moderate, severe dysplasia, or carcinoma in situ. On the pap smear, it is low or high grade SIL. Now, moving forward, this is what you will see. Look, this is the normal cervix. Squamous line. So it is, below you see somewhat, bigger cells, columnar, and here the cells are flattering towards the upper side. This is the maturation, squamous maturation occurring. Yeah? So this is the normal. Now see the changes. Atypical changes. Can you see the nuclei?
Yes.
The color of the nuclei changing, hyperchromatic. That dark in color.
50%.
So here it is affecting only 1/3 of the layers. Okay. Then second, see.
2/3.
2/3 of the layer. See third.
All of all.
All. Huh? So this is the difference. Huh? And there is lots of maturation. Can you see here?
No
The cells are maturing, becoming flat. Here, no maturation. So here, there is no maturation. So this is the difference. Here, 1/3 of the layer will be affected. Here, 2/3, and here all the layers will be affected. Know the chirocitic change. See this nucleus.
50%.
It is becoming darker in color, and there is vacuolation. See this vacuolation. This is cytopathic effect of the virus, because virus is replicating. It causes the nucleus to become dark, hyperchromatic, and causes it to become big. Vacuolation. It is basically the virus inside the cell. So these are the changes you will find. So if you do not treat it at 1, CIN1, it will progress to CIN2. You do not treat it, CIN3. You do not treat it, it is a cancer. And then the patient will kill you. Huh? Yeah. I did not understand you.
For example, if you want to
Yeah. It will take a long time. It is going to take a long time, depending upon the patient's genetic status, depending upon the nutritional status, dietary status, immune status, all the status. It can take up to 5 to 20 years also. In some patients, it is very fast, but in others, it is slow. This is biopsy, because you are seeing the whole layers, all the layers. Huh? It is, you will take a piece of tissue, like from here. You see all the layers, whole architecture. Now comes the pap smear. This is the pap smear, only the cells. So you see cells. So what is the shape of the cells? Normal cells. This is the normal cell in the cervix. This is the normal cell. Some cells are pinkish, which are above. The cells which are superficial. The superficial cells, these cells.
Squamous because.
Yeah, mature cells. Mature cells at the top, these will appear more pinkish. The cells below, they will appear basophilic, bluish in color. Okay, this is the normal pap smear. Look at the nucleus. Small, very small. Huh? No, when I will see under the microscope, I see these type of cells. Oh, the nucleus is big. NC ratio has increased, isn't it? So nucleus are big, NC ratio has increased. Depending upon how much big the nucleus is, we grade it. So this is SLC, okay? Low grade squamous intraepithelial lesion. This is low grade or corresponding to CIN1. The nucleus are increased, but not that much. In 2 or high grade, the nucleus is much more increased, okay? And in 3, it will be much more increased. So NC ratio is Here the cytoplasm is very less. Here still you will find cytoplasm. Here it is more. So NC ratio goes on increasing, cytoplasm goes on decreasing, and nucleus goes on increasing. Yeah, you will not find here maturation. Yeah. So this is, on cytology. So this CIN3 corresponds to high grade. Okay, CIN3 of that. This is high grade. This is high grade. This is low grade. And note the reduction in the cytoplasm and increase in the NC ratio. Okay. So here cytoplasm is more, goes on decreasing, goes on decreasing, goes on decreasing, and nucleus goes on increasing. This is features of, this is a feature of malignancy which is developing now. So this is the cytology of the cervical intraepithelial lesion, which is the Pap smear, which we call Pap smear. So this is the classification in one slide. This is non-neoplastic, non-dysplastic. This is mild dysplasia, occurring in 1/3 of the layer. Moderate, this is severe dysplasia, this is carcinoma in situ, and this is one of, part microinvasion. First invasion, microinvasion, only you can see with the microscope. So this is the part of the squamous epithelium which is invading below. And this is the classification, LCID and HCID. LCID means CIN1 or mild dysplasia, HCID means CIN2 and 3. CIN2 means moderate dysplasia, and CIN3 means severe dysplasia or carcinoma in situ.
It's a microinvasion after surgery.
After CIN3 or carcinoma in situ, there will be invasion.
How the detected? It is micro.
Yeah, it is micro because
After surgery.
yeah, it can be detected only on histopathology, only on biopsy. Invasion you cannot detect on cytology because you are seeing only the cells.
No, that's a biopsy.
Yeah.
After they remove the tumor, the swelling.
No. First of all, if you have a doubt on cytology, you will ask for a biopsy. The second step is biopsy. So they will remove a piece of tissue. They will see under this colposcope what is the best place to remove it. Best place. So they will remove that piece of. If they find microinvasion, then they will do the surgery. Then they have to decide what type of surgery. Laser surgery, cone surgery, or you want to remove the whole of the uterus, whatever. Depending upon the age and the preference. Suppose the age is very young, so you want to preserve the uterus. She want to have the child. So that way you have to decide. She is old, you can remove the uterus also, cervix also, ovaries also, everything. Along with that complementary gallbladder also. So this is, now HPV infection occurred. There were low risk HPVs, high risk HPVs. Low risk HPV is called condylomas only. Okay, the patient is fine. In some of the patients, high risk HPV was there. So high risk HPVs cause intraepithelial lesions, which were cervical intraepithelial neoplasia 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
But these things will not remain silent. They progress to carcinoma, which is the invasive carcinoma. Now we are coming to invasive carcinoma. So carcinoma cervix is the third most common. Okay, third most common cancer in the woman. What was the first one?
Skin.
Skin was other than the skin.
Breast.
Breast was the most common, and cervix is third most common. What are the risk factors? The most important risk factor is high risk HPV. Most important, high risk HPV infection. Then the other risk factors, early age at sex. Why? Early age at sex. Early age at sex.
Cervix, not the cervix. It didn't complete maturity. The cervix.
Sets out the set.
Sexual activity.
Yeah, sexual activity. No, I am saying early age at sex. Suppose if you is having sex activity at the age of 15 only, there are more chances of surviving cancer. Why?
Because they still growing.
One of the reasons like this, what he is saying. Another reason is that she will have the infection early. Early. Yeah. This is also one of the reasons, the junction and the maturation of the cells and the early introduction of infection. So more chances of getting the cancer. The most important thing is the HPV. Most important. Okay? High risk HPV. not the HPV, high risk HPV. Second is early age at sex. Okay, because it will lead to the introduction of the virus at a younger age. Third is multiple sex partners. How they are important? Multiple sex
More
partners.
infectious. Related to
Maybe,
the
you know,
first.
some males are not infected, so they will not transmit the virus. So the more multiple sex partners, more chances of getting the HPV. Okay, so multiple sex partners will lead to introduction of the maybe more high risk types also. Then increased parity. Increased, you know, parity.
Delivery.
Because there is, you know, injury to the epithelium is always there when there is a more pregnancy. Huh? Yeah, these things happen because during the, you know, pregnancy and during, you know, this delivery, there are more chances of infections in the genital tract. Most of the, you know, might have seen pregnancy urinary infection very common. So this area is more prone to infections during the, yeah, after birth. Exposure to oral contraceptives and nicotine. Nicotine, you know, nicotine, alcohol, everywhere. They are everywhere. But they are still used by everybody. Huh? They are everywhere, they are used by everybody. Huh? Nobody cares. Oral contraceptives, they say, some role is there. Huh? Some role is there. We'll discuss it with time. Immune status. Definitely this is good. Immune status is good. The female will fight the infection and it will die down. But if it is not good, more chances of progression. And genital, other infections, if the other infections are there, they will damage the epithelium, you know. Huh? So this is, you know, co-infections with other organisms. They are more causing more damage to the epithelium, so the HPV has more chances of causing the further damage to the epithelium. So other genital infections like chlamydia. So these are the important risk factors. What is the peak age of infection? No, it is important, what we were discussing before. Peak age of infection is 20 to 24 years. Young age. 20 to 24 years actually, HPV infection is going on. Now what will important? Most of the infections in this age are asymptomatic. Female doesn't know. Asymptomatic, no symptoms. Nothing. No symptoms. No symptoms. Remember, no symptoms. No, HPV first of all will affect or infect the immature basal cells. Basal cells. Immature basal cells. No, not the superficial cells. Immature basal cells. And also the metaplastic squamous cells in the transformation zone. Okay? Or the metaplastic squamous cells. But the important thing to remember here is 50% of the infections, 100 females getting infected, 50% will be alright after 8 months. They will clear the virus. They will kill the virus. By immune system, yes? Immune system. So 50% of the infections are cleared by 8 months. And 90% by 2 years.
Within that duration, there will be much carcinoma.
No, not carcinoma. Look, whenever you have an infection, it takes some time for the body to fight. Normally, body doesn't take this much time. Quickly, it is quick, isn't it? 5, 7, 10 days, it wards off the infection. But in this case, actually the infection is mild, sort of. It is asymptomatic. Your body is reacting to it in a very nice way and slowly. Huh? But it clears most of the infections by 8 months, 50%, and 90% by 2 years. So by 2 years, suppose today we start detecting the females with cancer. With HPV infection. 100 females you detected, they have HPV in the cervix. No, if they will come after how much time? After 2 years, you will find only 10. 90 will be cured by the immune system. Not by the doctor, by the immune system. Okay? Yeah, 10% are the cases which are prone to develop the malignancy. But not all. Again, not all. Huh? Yes.
If most of them in 90% in 2 years, then 8 months only 10%, not 50%.
No. 50% cleared by 8 months.
You mean 50% of the quantity of the virus?
Yeah. No. Not females. 100 patients coming to you today.
Yes.
After 8 months, 50% will be cured.
And the other
Only 50% will be having the virus. Then after 2 years, 90% will not have the virus. Only 10% will have. So out of 100 only 10. Okay? Out of 100 only 10 will have. Now the importance is persistent infection by high risk HPV like HPV 16 in 60% of the cases and HPV 18 in 10% of the cases is implicated in the cervical cancer. So 10% of the patients will have high risk HPVs like HPV 16 or HPV 18. So the most common you will find the HPV 16 and HPV 18 also in 10% of the cases, but 16 in 60%. And the other viruses may be there. Other varieties may be there. How this virus causes the disease, causes the cancer? This is important to understand. How? First is it goes inside the DNA. So this is human DNA coming.
Integration.
Take this. These two kinds. Okay? Join. This is the DNA of the cervical cell. Okay? Virus. Coming.
Integration.
So getting here. Incorporating itself in the DNA. Attaching within the DNA. Incorporates itself in the DNA. Now whatever is happening to the DNA will happen to the virus. So it will start now, it's a normal thing in the DNA, within the DNA. So it will start damaging the surrounding genes. Thank you. So this is how. It will not remain silent in the cytoplasm. It will not remain silent in the cytoplasm. Some of the viruses go into the cell and remain within the cytoplasm like this. That's their DNA, episomal DNA. Remain this. No. They will not go. Nucleus is here, they will not touch the nucleus. Okay? But some of the viruses go into the DNA. Yes. B50. Yeah. We are coming. So we have two types of viral genes. One is called E6, another is called E7. These are the most important viral genes, HPV genes, E6 and E7. What is their role? E6, will come to your question first. E6 proteins. When the gene is there, the protein will be formed. So the gene forms the protein. The host, you have the genes, your genes form the proteins. So if the viral DNA gets incorporated in the DNA of the host, it will also replicate. It will form its proteins. So E6 gene will form E6 protein. This E6 protein promotes the degradation of P53. It degrades it. You require the P53. It is very important, isn't it? So it is a tumor suppressor gene. So once it is degraded, so it suppresses the apoptosis, suppresses the repair mechanism. So cells proliferate. There is no control over the cells. And E6 proteins also upregulate the telomerase. Telomeres. These are important. Yeah. So these signifies basically aging. So when you upregulate them, so it means cells are saying we are not aged. So they are young. They are thinking we are young and we divide. So this is the expression, upregulate the expression of telomerase. And what is the E6? P53 attacks the P53 and upregulates the telomerase. And E7, what is the function of E7? It promotes the degradation of RBG and inhibits the P21 and P27, which leads to increased cell proliferation. So it promotes the RBG degradation, okay, and also inhibits the P21. These are all regulating the cell cycle. These genes regulate the cell cycle. Once these genes are inhibited, what will happen? Uncontrolled proliferation. So cell.
This mechanism occur in both 16 and 18 HPV?
Yeah, both.
What's the difference? The mechanism?
Difference is some other difference. Not with regard to E6 and E7. These are common genes in both. No, only in cervix. Only in the places where the virus will cause something. Because it is not only the surface. No, I will tell you, because before progressing, new research, not that new, but I should touch. I have not written it here. You know the oral sex?
Yes.
There is one type of sex, the heterosexual activity. This is normal. There is homosexuality, everybody knows that. there is oral sex also. Now what happens? If HPV is present in the genital tract,